Well, good morning. And it is a pretty morning. That sun's up. There ain't too many clouds in the sky. It's all bright and shiny. It's going to be another nice warm day. Up somewhere around 100 degrees. Maybe a little bit over. Probably not. But anyway, I got to thinking. I put one of these things out a couple, 3-4 days ago, something like that. And I entitled it, First Liar Ain't Got a Chance. Well, a couple of days later, I put out another one, and I forgot that I had entitled the first one, First Liar Ain't Got a Chance, and I did it again. And it's just something I fell into thanks to all these politicians and lawyers and businessmen and everything else. Because if you look around at this wonderful world of ours, all we got floating around, no matter what they claim, is a bunch of lies. Everybody's lying to everybody else. Husbands are lying to their wives. Wives are lying to their husbands. Lawyers are lying to their people that they're supposed to be representing. The people they're supposed to be representing are lying to the lawyers. Them politicians back there, I don't care what it's about. It can be about climate change, global warming, pole shifting, the weakening of the magnetic field of the earth. It can be about things that are going on Neptune or going on the sun, whatever it is. Somebody's lying. And they're all insistent. Oh, this is a fact. This is true. Most of this, I totally believe. I was taught when I was a child. Truth is the truth. A lie is a lie. And a half-truth is always a lie. Well, there ain't nothing much but half-truths going around. Now, these people, they talked about facts. I hear people talk, well, the truth doesn't matter. It's what's the fact. Well, and as I got older, I learned fact is whatever that person wants you to believe is the truth. And that's why I see the world in such a comical pattern. Now, I've said, and I'll always say, and I'll carry it into eternity with it. I believe in God. I believe in God the Father. I believe in His Son, Jesus Christ, only begotten Son in the flesh. And I believe in the Holy Ghost, the third member of the Godhead. No ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah, I don't care whether you people think I'm nuts or what it is. My faith has carried me for a long time. I don't worry about what's on the other side of that veil that covers mortality and keeps us from seeing eternity. I really don't care. I know what is there. I don't know how it works or that, really, but I know what's there. I know what was back on the other side before I was born into this mortal tabernacle, this body I got. I don't really know how it works. I figure someday when I'm worthy, I'll learn how it all works. Or at least a good share of it, enough to make me happy. I got to thinking this morning about something that happened way back when I was 22, 23 years old, and I had a friend, and something wasn't going right. And I kept asking, well, why doesn't that work? You know, we do this and it doesn't work. Have me change that, it doesn't work. Why? Well, the why was it was a crankshaft in an old Dodge 318 engine, and it was worn a little bit. And he had the idea we needed to put new bearings on this old crankshaft. Well, when you clamped that new bearing down on the bearing cap, it squeezed it. You couldn't turn the crankshaft. We found the old bearing, stuck the old bearing in there, turned fine, beautiful. Didn't have bad, when we squished the stuff in there to see how much clearance was in that bearing, it was good. Well, we put that engine back together with that main bearing in place. I don't remember. I drove that truck for 10 years about, and it was a good old truck. It was an old Dodge Power Wagon, 1960. But that worn bearing fit on that worn crankshaft, and it worked perfect. So my why, and he got so mad at me because I kept asking him why. Well, guess what? I still ask why, and I am a critical person. I am sick and tired of listening to all the lies. Now, this big deal about the 10 Commandments, putting the 10 Commandments in some place down in Louisiana or something. Well, you know, the people that insist on the 10 Commandments being there don't actually practice the 10 Commandments. And yet they're telling everybody else, you've got to practice the 10 Commandments. Doesn't matter whether you believe in God or Allah or Buddha or whoever. And that's all a bunch of crap. Because if you don't believe in the God that gave Moses the 10 Commandments, you're not required to practice them. But all them people that want to put them 10 Commandments out there and have them in all them places, they are required by my God to practice all of those 10 Commandments. Now you think of that good one on there, thou shalt not commit adultery. Everybody thinks, well, that's a married person doing this to another person, lying to their mate and everything. Well, that is true. But if you look up the adulterate in the dictionary, that means to make impure, to add something that adulterates the, if you got good coffee, just black coffee, and then you start putting in sugar and cream and a shot of this and a shot of that, you're adulterating that coffee. See, now you go through all this stuff, and that's exactly what people do. So I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to talk about my first liar ain't got a chance. And I'd just like to see all you people understand, if you're the first liar, you better be ready to make up a whole lot better one after the second liar comes in with his upgrade. I don't care who gets to be president of the United States. I don't care who gets elected senator, unless somebody, we the people, start enforcing the rules that are codified in that Constitution of the United States. If we don't start taking out what has been adulterated by the progressive socialist conspirators. Go back to that Woodrow Wilson's day. Let's see, we got the Federal Reserve, we got the 16th, 17th, 18th Amendments. That 18th was, I should have told somebody something was wrong with what people are trying to do. Liberty and the 18th Amendment just crashed into a wall. Go look it up. Read, study, pay attention, think. You got something between your ears, that gray matter up there, use it. Think. Well, you have a good day, and may God bless you all. Talk to you again.